Hey guys, Freddie here, and I just saw Going in Style. So this movie stars Michael Caine, Morgan Freeman, and Alan Arkin. Um, I'm just so I can get this out of the way. Alan Arkin needs to be in every movie. He needs to be the grumpy old guy in every movie. He plays grumpy old guy really well. I mean, he was hilarious in Million Dollar Arm. He was hilarious in this. Um, I like Arkin a lot. Like over the last couple of years, after uh, the last couple of movies I've seen him in, I liked him a lot. I thought he was probably the best parts of the last few movies that he was in, and he was great in Going in Style. And yeah, Alan Arkin needs to be in more movies, and when he's in those movies, he needs to play the grumpy old guy character because he does it well. And plus, I like his voice. The way he talks is funny. Um, and then Michael Caine, Morgan Freeman. Um, yeah, so Alan Arkin, Morgan Freeman, and Michael Caine. So yeah, this is about three guys. Uh, well, it's mainly about Michael Caine. He's about to be like evicted or whatever from his apartment, from this bank, and so he goes to his friends Morgan Freeman and Alan Arkin to like say, "Hey, I'm gonna do a heist. Are you guys with me?" And Alan Arkin is like, "No, I'm not a criminal. Why are you guys doing this?" And Morgan Freeman's like, "Yeah, I'll do it." And then there's this hilarious phone call scene between them. It's kind of like, you know how in like a movie with teenage girls, they're always on the phone, and they have like a split screen of everybody's face. They do that in this movie, except it's with old people instead of just like teenage girls or teenage boys or whatever. I've seen like actors like Alan Arkin and Michael Caine and Morgan Freeman doing that. It's kind of funny just seeing them do split screen phone call movie scene. Um, Alan Arkin keeps hanging up on them, and Michael Caine keeps calling Michael. Alan Arkin gets annoyed by it. It's a really funny scene. Um, I don't see why this has like a 30 or whatever 40% on Rotten Tomatoes. I thought this movie was hilarious. Um, it kept me laughing from start to finish. I mean, I kept on laughing from start to finish. Um, Alan Arkin was great. Morgan Freeman was great. Michael Caine was great. And um, not gonna spoil anything, but there is another veteran, old guy, elderly, not elderly, but I guess veteran actor in this movie. He was big in the '80s. He had a huge hit in the '80s, actually. That's all I'm gonna say. Huge hit in the mid '80s. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, yeah, but he's in it, and this character was funny. He wasn't in it much, but when he was in it, he was pretty much like a supporting character to Michael Caine, the three big guys in the movie. He was pretty much a supporting character to them, but whenever he was on screen, he was funny. Like he played like a confused old man at a retirement home. He was pretty much like the host of like shuffleboarding and stuff like that. Um, but he was funny. But yeah, back to the plot. So yeah, Michael Caine's being evicted, and uh, what's his face? Morgan Freeman needs like a kidney transplant or something because he's like dying or something. His kidneys are dying or he's dying, and Alan Arkin doesn't want to get involved with this girl, and this girl keeps or lady keeps clinging herself to him, and they eventually get married. But yeah. So the movie gives you a lot of character depth. They show you scenes with Michael Caine and his and his granddaughter. We have tons of scenes like that. It's touching moments. Um, we get this one scene with Morgan Freeman skyping his daughter and her daughter, so his granddaughter. That was a touching scene, and we get Alan Arkin yelling at a kid playing saxophone. Yelling at a fat kid playing saxophone. He doesn't have a grandson or any kids, so we get him yelling at a fat kid playing the saxophone, and that's funny. Like I said, he was the grumpy old guy in this movie, and he played it well in this movie. Um, but I really enjoyed going in style. Um, like I said, the character development was pretty good. A lot deeper than you'd expect. Um, what was I going to say? He Oh yeah, I feel like this is a Dark Knight Rises reunion because we have Michael. Not only do we have Michael Caine and Morgan Freeman in this movie, but Joey King. People are like, Joey King doesn't count. She was only in it for like a minute. She's still in Dark Knight Rises. Joey King was still in Dark Knight Rises, whether it's like a minute or 20 seconds. She still appeared in the movie. She's still in the Dark Knight Rises, and so now she's reuniting with Michael Caine and Morgan Freeman in this movie. So is this a Dark Knight Rises reunion? Like, is Lucius Fox and Alfred retired now? And this is their story. They want to rob a bank, and young Talia al Ghul is Alfred's granddaughter. That's what's running through my head in the movie. I was like, oh, this is a Dark Knight Rises reunion. Anyway, so if you haven't seen Going in Style, go see it. It's a lot of fun. Um, it's a good lighthearted comedy. It's not. I shouldn't really say it's a family comedy because there's um, not a lot of family oriented things in the movie, but it is funny. There's a lot of funny moments. If you like goofy comedies starring veteran actors like Michael Caine and Morgan Freeman, stuff like that, you'll love this movie. If you loved Las Vegas, you're pretty much going to get the same thing from this movie, except for a Vegas movie, you're getting a heist movie. So it's pretty much the same-ish to Las Vegas, but not quite. It doesn't have them going to Vegas, drinking, and all other stuff. It's just three dudes robbing a bank. And bank robbing scene is pretty exciting. Yeah. I'm going to give Going in Style 3.5 out of 5 stars. Definitely worth seeing. Didn't really do too much because I think it came out the week before Fate of the Furious, and Fate of the Furious is dominating the box office. But I think I was the youngest person in the theater when I saw it. It was a whole bunch of elderly people. Like, I'm not even sure if there was anyone my parents' age. It was all elderly people, and then my friend who is a couple months older than me. So yeah, I was literally the youngest person in the entire theater. So there's that. 3.5 out of 5.